pool. It's the side lane Benedetta on Edward.
It's a real Agent Zero hero, I would say. Benedetta, perhaps one of the most flashiest heroes in the game with a lot of dashes.
Just MVP.
It's Grand Finals. Not just Grand Finals. He was regular season MVP in Season 7.
Man.
This is a Benedetta that has been awarded several awards already. It's going to be played by Edward. And I just have to get out of the analysis a little bit. I feel like Blacklist International right now is just playing for comfort, playing for what they think is right for themselves.
Yeah, it's a comfort lineup, but then at the same time, it also has the right tools to respond to the lineup here of Omega, which are very, yes, if you look at them, frontline heavy to support the backline to give Xavier and the Clint enough room to freely deal damage. Alternatively, they can be a pick-off lineup as well because they have the Cho. Just feed it into the Xavier or the Clint, then you'll be good. But then if you look at the tools for Blacklist International, they're a lineup that can, yes, also fight the slow front to back. Not as good, but it's going to be a very scrappy type of fight for Blacklist because they have a Benedetta and Karina with a lot of mobility.
Here we go, game number 2. It's match point for Omega. Can Blacklist International claw their way out? Because, again, with a 2-1, there's still a chance that they make it into the playoffs. Haji versus Etomax. This is an interesting, very range-oriented mid matchup.
Yeah, definitely. This Haji pickup, the Eve pickup for Haji, has seen its fair shares of wins as well. So they're definitely comfortable around their heroes. And the only thing that they need to wait for here is to just see who gets the skirmishes first, because both of them are really good skirmish compositions.
Yeah. Oh man, I feel like the dawning light from the Xavier might be the X factor here, because he can literally just, like, once he has his items, he can just wait for Haji to pop real world, hit him with one dawning light, and the rest of Omega can just do work and hunt that Eve down. And again, Eve here is the actual centerpiece of the Blacklist lineup.
Yeah, and we've seen Blacklist International go with this Eve as the centerpiece, but Eston might be in trouble here.
But so much CC between Ryzen and Shaq. Oh! And of course, the full stop
He gets
on
away.
Ryzen's kit. Again, thanks to the sprint, Esson survives. No first blood quite yet.
Man, Sprint is something else. This patch, I gotta say, like, Sprint might just be the best low mobility battle spell for low mobility heroes, such as the Savior, such as the Valier. If you don't have a dash, better just take Sprint.
Yeah. It's just so good, man. How it never fades.
Hello, says Renzio.
Baby!
Answered back. Eye for an eye, sword intent gets Agent Zero out of there.
And didn't even suffer any sort of damage. And now the Turtle's half HP. Here comes Renzio.
Ryzen jumping on in.
Gets it.
Kevier securing that first turtle of the game, giving Blacklist about a 500 gold lead.
Yeah, Blacklist International securing the Turtle. No kills just yet. This is something that they want. Play it slow, play it to their strengths, and just be a little bit cleaner than game 1.
Okay, let's see now what their next call will be as both jungles reset. Going for the objectives. The team trying to play it slow. Omega still trying to, playing this with discipline as well. Even though they have secured their playoff slot, they aren't gonna start just playing recklessly.
Even if they've secured their playoff spot, they're going to go for the kill.
Yeah.
They've been rivals against Blacklist International for more than a year now, and they're going to take this chance to eliminate Blacklist International completely. They see it right in front of them, and they're not going to say no.
Yeah, a lot of history between these two.
Quick moment out of the game. Omega has been the Omega of 2 teams so far. At least not conclusively for Blacklist, but yesterday they effectively eliminated their besties in Bren. Today they have another chance to do that.
Yeah,
Blacklist.
And for sure, Omega is going to take that chance, but Blacklist International not going to fall down just yet. As we said earlier, they still have a chance to enter the playoffs. All they need is to win the next 2 games and wait for the Echo NXPE match.
Easier said than done. Ryzen here and Chaknu have been a crazy duo in the early game. They're so tanky, and their threat for damage is also very high. There's a play stance by Ryzen. They've effectively pushed back that 3-man coalition from Blacklist down bottom. Amazing how there's so much space that they two alone can give to Kelra.
Yeah, and look at this. Masha, Benedetta, Renjo, and Edward just splitting each other's lanes. Both of them have a crazy amount of mobility, and that's what they're both doing to just make sure that they have control over the lanes as the turtle will be spawning on their side of the map. And it was a great response by Omega to what was a great call by Blacklist to try and pressure Kelra's lane and maximize the gold there. What a sidestep by Haji to avoid the Dawning Light.
Yeah, the Dawning Light does a little bit of damage in the early game. It's more of a mid to late game ultimate, if I'm being honest. You kind of do need those items, the cooldown reduction. Turtle goes to the hands of the Baksha.
Yep, Ryzen popping his retribution at the right moment. Renzio down to his last HP bar. Looking to bait out Edward. Oh, he bites for a bit. Picking up that Cursed Helm along the way. Huge map presence though for Omega down bottom.
Yeah, and right now Omega's trying to make sure that Kelra plays a nice game against Oheb. And Renzo still not backing off. The Benedetta could potentially even go for an Electo final blow clear here to just, you know, force Renzo out of the lane.
Yeah, let's see if he will commit that as we look at the items in the game right now. Small lead for Blacklist, but key item pickups, Blade of Despair already for the Popol and Koopa. That's why Blacklist are making for run down here in the bottom lane, but Omega are very close by to respond. Blacklist has to be careful.
Suddenly, it turns into a sandwich play. Eson uses the Vengeance Flames to get out of Chaknu's clutches. Haji sets in the real world manipulation. A knockup on the Ryzen. First blood run. But the Filipino Savage takes out his counterpart. The Filipino Sniper falls 1 for 1 so far.
Just the tip of that passive coming in from the Clint takes down the Filipino Sniper. And Omega definitely happy with that trade. Oheb for Ryzen, there's no big objective. You don't need that retribution anyway.
Oh man,
Chaknu with an execute from Edward.
Oh, you see Chaknu, he did his best to try and delay that minion wave to be able to clear it. He actually drew the minions away, but in the end it was futile. Agent Zero was there to get the execute. Topside, Renzo.
Renzio 2v1, can he survive this? That's step 1. I know he can't win, but Oheb! Oh, Ryzen. Close.
Man, you said step 1. I saw more than 12 steps in less than a second.
No.
That's just so fast from the Masha.
I saw Renmar was about to go. I
Step
heard
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
He was about to growl.
Yeah, everyone knows I'm the sound effects guy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
With the sound effect, this turtle falling down is half HP.
Dawning Light, a second too late. Oh, what? What? Ryzen still got it with the retribution.
Wow, that's called a drive-through, man. Just, what's your order, sir?
Yep.
1 turtle, please. And he just rolls away like a transformer. Like a transformer. I don't know.
It's not a song.
It's a song. It's a
Really?
song by Chris Brown.
Oh, really?
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
Maximum range at this point in the game. Haji wins that trade with the real manipulation. The tip taken down Etomax. It's so difficult to be Omega right now because they're winning so many exchanges, but it's not the one that they want because they're losing out on turrets.
Yeah, this is the power of the Popol and Koopa and the zoning capacity of the Valir.
Edward.
And you gotta respect Haji too, because the moment that you overcommit, even against the Valir, you're about to enter the real world.
Oh, Ryzen here, not gonna survive. Oheb throwing out the right amount of spears. The Filipino Sniper switching it up. He just has his dog and a bunch of little
Oheb
sharp
is a Chichu
objects.
dog.
Yes, Oheb and his Chichu dog, of course.
Yeah. I mean, Chichu dog isn't even an English word, but let's just debut it right now.
I don't even know what a Chichu dog is.
I don't even know what a Chichu dog is, but we call it Chichu dog here.
Yeah, years of hearing the word.
We
Gotta
can't
ask
explain
Manji.
it.
Manji gotta explain it one time.
Yo, we can't explain it because we actually don't know what it means. But here we are calling it social media of MPL, also calling it Oheb and his Chichu dog.
Yeah.
So here you go, Chaknu gets found out.
Edward here actually picked up the Hunter Strike. That's where the armor penetration is coming from and why Renjo is having a lot of hard time dealing with that Benedetta. You see Edward taking on 2.
clearing speed on a Benedetta that's built this way. Oh man, that is a Bloodlust Axe and a Hunter Strike's all he needs.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have to go for the War Axe anymore. You just need some Spell Vamp and a little bit of armor penetration from that Hunter Strike, and that's already your power spike as the Benedetta. And now the Benedetta, though, might be unsafe here. Chaknu, no eye for an eye!
Oh, catches him with the Way of the Dragon, and the finish by Ryzen. But they might have to pay the price, the iron price, as Chaknu gets traded out for. Real World Revelation already used up by Haji. Look at this. Renzio coming in from the east, and he jumps down on the one. Dawning Light taking out the Filipino sniper. How'd you like that? From coast to coast down south. Captain Etomax gets one, and all of a sudden, Omega has the man advantage.
Yeah, Blacklist goes for the punish after Edward gets caught off, and now Omega went for the punish of the punish. For some reason, it worked out for them. It was already Blacklist fight to take, but Omega knew that there was a way to fight back, and they immediately went for it. The Lord!
And it goes over! The Filipino Savage secures it. Haji going back as Renzio is now a true threat. Didn't even need to use a retribution. That's how confident Omega was.
Oh no, Blacklist International, after securing a 3,000 gold lead, it's back to a 400 gold lead, almost insignificant in the eyes of Omega. And now Omega has the Lord to push back several lanes all at once. Look at those waves falling in perfect harmony.
Oh, the top side is getting pressured here. Blacklist might lose that top turret, but they're able to burn that Lord down quickly. But here comes Omega.
Another Dawning Light, a pre-fire to start off this potential team fight. One small siege minion left, cleared out almost immediately, and that could have been a disastrous outcome for Blacklist if Omega found the perfect timing. But oh my god, S on pop there so quickly. And Omega getting the hell out of dodge. Chaknu once more. Look at Renzio. He's chasing him. He's chasing him. He's so fast. Could catch one with a thunderclap.
Going in.
Will he? Dawning Light starting it up. Oheb hit with the Way of the Dragon, but it's going to have to be Captain Haji who bites it. Down he goes. The Filipino Savage takes down that turret. Omega is on a warpath.
And once again, Omega finds an angle against Blacklist International. Edward, Agent Zero comes in. Eye for an eye, dashes away with elapsed daytime. And now the Karina is finding a flank here.
Oh, look at Kevier. He's going to try to pound down on the Etomax. Barely gets it. The Dawning Light help take out the Filipino sniper. Oh, head down.
Savage is down.
Again. Renzio traded out 2 for 1 so far. Man advantage going over to Blacklist. Can Renzio get out of here? Chaknu the Mamba can't help him. Conceal to help. They're so fast!
They're so fast! And how can you even hit something that you can't see? Omega, after dying out the 2 members, they just escape with that conceal play.
Call Renzio the Magic Man, because now you see him, now you don't.
Oh man, what a play there. A sequence by Omega to get away. They had to pull that out of their magic hat of tricks because Blacklist smelled blood. Kevier starting it off, finding the members of Omega in the back line, but the Dawning Light helped it secure the kill there onto Hoheb early on, but Edward, Kevier, and Esson fought and held on. They were able to get away with a double kill there for Kevier. Now Omega, game still isn't completely in their hands. No one has complete control of this game right now. But right now, as we see it in the map, Blacklist have control around the Lord Pit, which spawns in around 17 seconds.
And this is so important for Blacklist International. Securing this Lord means they could potentially take back the gold lead that they already had a few minutes ago until Omega found angle after angle on them.
Here comes the Luminous Lord. And Blacklist, it looks like they're making a play. It's telegraphed. And the explainers in Renzio and Edward are slowly making their way. Oh, a quick push by the Filipino sniper, why not?
And the dog. You know what? The power of the Popolin Koopa lies severely on his ability for sieging.
Oh, Chaknu. Close. But not quite. Close, but not quite. He still has his ult. He still has the flicker. So they can still make a play for this. Look at Renzio.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the knockback.
Oh, here comes Ryzen. Is he making the call? Ooh, Dawning Light set in. I wonder where. Look at how far back Renzio is. The sandwich play. Black answering back. Oh, very low. Flickering on out. Trying to lifesteal from that small cap. The Rockers didn't know it was coming.
Here comes Kelra.
Haji, the answer back. KDA machine swiping away. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, he lets go. Real world manipulation already off. Omega can start counting.
That is an ultimate flag coming in.
Etomax! Sprint! Look at him, he's so fast!
He's so fast! The sprint is just an instant boost of movement speed that even the Benedetta, with the most amount of dashes in the game, can't even keep up.
Almost comedic watching Heroes sprint.
Sprint just gives you your closest or best cosplay of Forrest Gump. You can just hear Jenny shouting, "Run, Forrest, run!"
And honestly, looking at the sprint as a battle spell right now, it feels like it's really up there.
Stunning line! Hit back line straight up. Blacklist happy to have this Lord, and they'll walk away.
Yeah, walking away alive is the best case scenario for Blacklist International. Now the gold lead is back on their side. It's a 2.6k gold lead on the side of Blacklist International. They could potentially go in and take at least 1 or 2 inhibitor turrets. I don't see this game immediately ending with the way Omega plays. Usually what they do in this scenario is just wait out for the safest possible play and then take the biggest risk of that safest possible play.
The side lane split push pressure that Edward, that Agent Zero has been applying for Blacklist has been crazy, has been keeping them in this game. And now let's see if Blacklist can force Game 3 to keep their playoff hopes alive.
A pincer maneuver by Blacklist, pushing top lane, pushing bottom lane,
Look at
and
Edward.
it looks like Edward's gonna have his way.
Oh,
but
what
no,
happened?
not quite. The Filipino Savage forbidding such actions, taking down Edward and keeping that inhibitor alive.
What happened in that? Because honestly, that should have been an easy escape for the Benedetta.
He committed. He wanted to take it down.
Yeah.
He committed for the turret. He had Electo final blow. He had eye for an eye, but then again, wanted the turret really badly. And that's going to cost Blacklist International. Now Omega knows it's a 4v5. They could force this. Shocknu looking for another angle.
Dawning light already in the pre-fire. He gets bitten down by the Chichu dog, as you put it. Now the Filipino Savage dealing damage, taking down that tier 1 inhibitor, or tier 1 in mid. Inhibitors left standing up top. And the bottom for Omega. Another dawning light. Close one for Uncle Essen.
The cooldown reduction is coming in for the Savior. We talked about it earlier. It's a mid to late game ultimate that if you pair up with great items and cooldown reduction, allows you to spam Dawn and Light just like this one. It's just instant pressure from all around the map.
And now the bottom lane tier 1 on the side of Blacklist International will fall. Renjo now responding to the rotations of Edward and the split pushes, which means Edward will really have to wait and look for that perfect moment to split push. Blacklist have to be careful here.
Yeah. Chaknu almost had an angle. What the hell is that damage?
That Savior.
Etomax, Savior, he doesn't have an ult. He just has like 3 skills. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just 3 normal skills at this point.
And right now, Etomax is just playing the Savior the same way that he played the Savior yesterday. The same build as well, where he just spams his abilities to apply global pressure from all around the map.
Already full build, or almost full build actually. Just needs one more item to cap it all off. We've been seeing over and over again the threat of this Savior, the long distance pokes, the information he can provide just with one use of the Dawning Light. He doesn't need to get a kill in the beginning. He can use it for info. But we've also been seeing that it's been a great initiating tool for Omega, dealing the initial round of burst.
Yep. Yeah. I counted about how long the cooldown is. Somewhere around 22, 23 seconds.
That's super low for something so impactful.
Yep.
And not only is it super impactful, but it also has been placing a lot of damage in.
Let's talk about impact. That is the Commando going Commando.
Everyone!
He popped the Filipino sniper! Oheb didn't know what was going on. Lord here at less than half health. Agent Zero finding an angle from the south as the rest of Omega push back into the east. Now Edward Electo final blow. The 3 members, the Filipino jumping on through the wall with Captain Etomax taking down Edward. The Benedetta falls. It's a 3-man defense for Blacklist. Luminous Lord gonna be marching on through top lane. How can Blacklist defend?
Oh no, this is extreme trouble for Blacklist International. This game holds their life in the regular season. They're gonna have to wait for the Echo NXPE match if they win this one. But looks like Omega's looking to take this one for themselves.
Omega's got different plans, bro.
They're aiming for the throat. They see the jugular. They wanna end Blacklist playoff dreams right here. The rivalry, the storied rivalry. What happens next?
Ryzen taking the south point. Mid lane is where they're rotating around. Luminous Lord marching up top.
They're fixing up the waves, Leo. They're making sure that 3 waves crash all at once and they go all in. It may be the final 5v5 that we're going to watch in this series. As you said, Renmar, this is a tale as old as time. And Chaknu says it starts maybe later.
Seal play by Joshua Mangilog, making sure the top lane goes down. Inhibitor falls. Bottom lane up next. Gonna pop that inhibitor as well. A lot of damage from Omega overall. Look at Kelra, man. He's rocking triple buffs. The Filipino Savage takes one down. Esson still alive.
Renzio!
No knockback. Uncle Esson lives to see another team fight. 5-man defense. Super duper clutch. Very important for Blacklist to maintain discipline. The answer back. Reload with Etomax goes down. Kevier jumps onto him. And now Edward. Can he survive this one? He has an immortality. Checked up. Kevier gets his pop.
Kelra's getting 3 hits.
Oh no. Winner truncheon set in. A survival play here. 2 down for Omega. Suddenly, Blacklist. A clear threat. No, not just a clear threat.
Yeah, clear threat for Omega right now. 2 inhibitors down already for the side of Blacklist International. But now with a full reset, with 2 members on the side of Omega dead, the Lord will be the next big objective.
Great call by Haji to pop that real-world manipulation right away. Kevier going for the juggler, getting that kill. You see the rest of Blacklist trying to get the other members of Omega, but the strong front line of Omega giving enough room for Kelra. And now here's Blacklist at the gates of Omega's base.
Suddenly, what a turn of events. They're waiting for Renzio.
Yeah.
Clearly not a fight that they can take here. Lord about 6 seconds away from spawning this time around, but all five members of Blacklist are here.
It's a
and
5v5.
Renzio just booking for it.
Yeah, he's super fast, and in fact, Blacklist International can surrender the area around that Lord. And they could potentially go in for the big counterplay, but the sheer amount of global pressure that comes from Omega would make it really hard for Blacklist International to even go in for that counterplay.
I guess the play here first is for Haji to get the purple. And then Kelra stole away their orange, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Ryzen's still going for the Lord. He's off camera. Oh, keeping it at bay. Renzio here defending against 3 members. Make that 4.
low.
Uncle Esson here as well. What's Chaknu and Kelra doing? This seems to be some sort of play to isolate Edward.
Yeah, I mean, Edward is one of the biggest backline threats that Blacklist has. If they could eliminate the presence, wait a minute.
Thunderclap onto Esson. Close call.
Yeah, and the Lord is on the side of Omega. Chaknu!
Haji gets hit with the Way of the Dragon. Immortality still in check, still alive. Burning light takes him down. Immortality popped. Oh, very low. And the Commando jumps down onto him. 1 down for the side of Blacklist. Make that 2. Renzio is on a blood crazy rampage. He's still going, but that's enough. That's enough for Omega to secure this Lord.
Renzio with the disarm. He doesn't get Chaknu, and Edward might be in trouble. The Dawn and Light doesn't finish him off, but half HP on the Lord. Esson looking for a miracle steal here. Etomax, he gets him down.
Who's here? Vengeance flames up. Esson's still alive. Can Edward steal it? Can Kevier steal it? He's still here. This is the clutch. This is redemption. He's looking for it. Renzio gonna spot him.
Kevier looking for it.
Enough to keep the Blacklist jungler at bay. Kevier takes it as well. Edward falls eventually. Blacklist only have 2 defenders left. All 5 men from Omega still here. As Ryzen rolls in, pops the immortality. Can Kevier do it?
The minions are rolling in, and this might just be the end of the story for Blacklist International if they don't defend this against Omega. We have the Lord pushing down mid lane. The final battle between Blacklist and Omega, unless Blacklist wins this one.
They need Edward. They need Edward.
It's a 4v5. Dawn and Light!
5 seconds away. All have forced to use Chaklupa come as well as the answer. The ult. Real world manipulation. Kevier very low. Lord swinging away.
They're holding
down.
on. Saber's down.
Lord goes down as well. The defense of a lifetime. Can they do it? They're clearing the minion waves. Oh, agents, hold on! They're not out just yet!
The energy of the
Wow.
agents are felt by Blacklist International, and they defend a 4v5 without Agent Zero. Clutch pickup on Atomax makes sure that the push doesn't continue. We're now 24 minutes in the game that might eliminate Blacklist International, but it still might unless Omega just takes game 2, but looks like it's still gonna go on.
Captain Haji with a pick-off of the game. But let's go back to this Lord. Chaknu with the kick of the game to send Kevier back. Omega tried to delay it as long as possible. Kevier, bang. The kick away meant the Lord went to Omega. But the defense of a lifetime was just pulled off by Blacklist, and now as we go back into the game, they're knocking on the lower part of the base of Omega.
Yeah,
Just
here
like
comes Real
that,
World.
Another rally.
Kevier!
Kevier still alive.
Kevier!
Kevier pops his immortality. Can he go ahead? The Filipino Savage lives! And the dawning light. A push back from Omega. They will lose their inhibitor down bottom, but Blacklist will not surrender any more
Wow.
kills. But no, Ryzen has other
They should
plans.
continue.
They're still jumping in.
Ryzen
Ryzen!
slow!
Oh!
Dawning
Pops immortality.
Dawn Light will be
Still
available in a few
alive.
seconds.
Winter Truncheon. Oh no. Renzo just
Renzo.
clawing away. And another dawning light.
Ooh.
Immortality pop on to 1. OM still lives. Kevier's still here. He has an immortality too.
Kevier's down.
Gets his
Emo.
immortality popped as well.
Oh.
Taken down.
Go
by
on,
Shock Mamba, Way of the Dragon onto Agent Zero. Ryzen gets the final blow. Purple stolen away from Kevier. Another defense. Can Blacklist do it?
This time it's 3v5. 3 men to defend Blacklist International and their hopes for the playoffs. And the moment is now.
Renzio in the back line, the answer back by Haji. Real world manipulation cancelled by Chaknu.
Renzo down.
Down goes the commando, the Filipino sniper, and his trusty dog
They're
goes
doing it.
in.
Oh, they defended
the
us
flicker
again.
back by Oheb. Never count out the heart of a champion. Blacklist International still surviving, still here defending. Omega changing in their priorities, going for the Lord.
Time and time again, back and forth, tug and pull. This has been the story of these players as Omega have their eyes set on securing another Lord.
Wait a minute, who's gonna get it?
Ryzen takes it, but the answer back at
Oh,
one
hell!
manipulation, keeping them in place. Some very key pickoffs, a trade onto Kelra for Oheb, the sniper and the savage out for the next minute.
Blacklist and Omega. This is the finale of what could be the clutchest, the biggest game of the regular season. The MSC 2021 champions versus the M3 World Champions fighting for a playoff slot in the last week of MPL. The Lord marches down mid lane. This time, it's a 4v3 push.
It looks like Blacklist will be able to clear this Lord. E2 really low. He's running. Look at that sprint.
Oh, he's so fast.
Chaknu.
He's so fast. Chaknu and Ryzen, like bodyguards, keeping their captain alive.
You gotta keep that savior alive. He holds the key to that win in this game number 2. Savior, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of him in this tournament since he got released a few weeks ago, but has been a very high impact hero, especially in the mid to the late game.
And you see here, anti-Cuirass picked up by Renjo. The Rock Potion already picked up here by Chaknu because they know their job is to just go to the back line and hunt down Oheb. If they can take down Oheb, if they can reduce the damage that Edward can deal, survive through that onslaught, that will be the big chance of Omega to finally end this game. But Blacklist International, they have a lot of magic damage on their side. The Eve at this point of the game will be dishing out a lot of damage.
Oh man, Blacklist International, they've defended for more than 3 times already. All of which miracle defenses, the 3v4, 3v5, they've done it again and again. But until when can they defend? They need to win one fight and push it this game for themselves.
The clutch counter is at 1-3. Omega had 1 clutch defense, that bottom lane defense. And there was a Lord for Blacklist then. Lord coming in about a minute from now. I wonder who's going to take this. This could be the game-ending Lord.
Just could be the game-ending Lord. 28 minutes in, perhaps one of the more longer games that we've had all season long. And it's going to be between Blacklist and Omega. Let's look at the items here.
Oh man, at this point everyone is locked in. Itomax just rebuilt the Holy Crystal again. Raw damage Of course, we've already seen what the Dawning Light can do, either as an initiating tool or to finish off the members of Blacklist who are going to be running away. Renjo and Chaknu are the two members to watch out for Omega because their job is to hunt down Oheb, as we mentioned earlier, who is fully built at this point. If I'm not mistaken, we're just a few seconds away, or he just might have already reset the cooldown on his immortality effect. We'll see if the wings will be around that Poppling Koopa and in just a bit. Ryzen as well on this Baxia. He's just really been standing around the Lord, doing everything he can to hold down the Lord fight as long as possible because he knows he is the clincher in these situations.
And speaking of the clincher, it's up to OMG to clinch this Lord to potentially take this series and eliminate a Blacklist International. The Blacklist won't simply just give it away, OEB!
Oheb gets caught out there, Renzio. Oh, the way of the dragon! That's the two backline divers, as well as Ryzen. Going in for the Baksha Unite. Tags him. Edward gets his immortality popped. Essence still standing. Vengeance Lynch keeping him alive. Down goes the Savage. Turn it out for the captain. Down goes three. It's a 1-for-3 trade. The Blacklist are in trouble. They are left in shambles. It's just Agent Zero left. Omega is going to sweep the M3 World Champions, putting an end to this rivalry.
This is it. Blacklist International out of playoffs contention after a big sweep from their rivals Omega Esports. A heartbreaking day for the agents, but a joyful day rather for the barangay of Barangay Omega.
What a finish. What a heartbreaking end for the agents. As you see there, distraught, missing out on the playoffs. But we cannot take away the effort that Blacklist pulled off to try and hold on, to try and force the game number 3 to keep their playoffs alive. GG, well played, Blacklist International. What a game. But Omega stand tall today. The end of another chapter of a tale as old as time. The Kings of Sea, Smart Omega, stand tall over Blacklist International.
My God, this series was, I know it's still sweet, but so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the best games that I've watched in the regular season.
And you saw there immediately, Omega wanted to congratulate Blacklist International right away. They know that pain. They know how much it hurts. But of course, for now, Omega will rejoice. And they'll get a chance to say GGWP to their rivals a little bit later on.
In a question of which one, only one is left standing. That's Smart Omega. The weight of the M3 World Championship crown weighs heavy, and this will give Blacklist International a lot of time to rebuild, a lot of time to reconsider exactly how to move forward.
Yes.
But step one here is to look back and say we did our best. We gave everything, and it was all for you, the fans, the agents. Still, we hope that you stand by them, show them some love, because they will never stop for you.
Yeah, and honestly, they're still M3 World Champions.
Never take that away.
We can never take that away. They represented the Philippines the same way Bren Esports. Yes, they move away from the playoffs this regular season, but let's give all of our respect to M2 and M3 World Champions now exiting the stage of the 9th season of MPL for the playoffs. They